Alright, so what we'll do here is hold down the Windows button and press R to bring up a run window. And we're just going to go to %appdata% and click OK. And this will take us to our Blender Foundation folder. From here, I'm just going to take Blender and just put a letter A at the end. That way I'm just renaming the folder. For afterwards I can restore things back, but for the purposes of testing, it's always good to have a pure setup. So we're just going to load up Blender 4.4 and it's going to open, not recognizing us and asking for configuration. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and just set this to be space. We'll choose continue, and from here I'm just going to press Shift H to hide everything that isn't the cube. And let's bring up our folder. The first thing I'll install will be Boxcutter. Just drag and drop. And now that it's installed, we'll see its icon appear over here on the T panel. Let's also install HardOps. And these are the latest versions from the market. So after it installs, we will also see its icon appear over here on the left. One moment. And there we go. So the last one, even though it's not necessary, is Insolve. We'll just drag and drop it and we'll see two icons appear over here once their installation is complete. And with that, they are now installed. So now we can select this cube and get to work on it. But before that, I'm going to press Alt W to start Boxcutter. Let's also do a little bit of configuration. So I like having radial array set to nodes. We'll enable Boxcutter notifications. And that's about it. Let's press Ctrl K. And this will bring up our quick preferences. We'll go ahead and save our preferences. And now we can get in here and begin working on this cube. So I'm just stacking a couple of quick bevels. In fact, let's press Q. Let's go in and adjust the bevel, press spacebar, switch to the bigger bevel, where we'll give it more segments. Spacebar, switch back to the little bevel. And now I'm just going to Control Shift click, press X to drop that off without it affecting anything. And now I have a third level of bevel, so I'm able to adjust that as well, allowing me to basically perform a multi-level cut. So with that, we are able to confirm that the installation went through successfully. We can press D, jump over to Ngon, have a little fun with that as well. And let's go to our last level bevel, and I'm just going to Alt scroll it slightly just so we grab a little bit more. And this is our shape so far, right? So if we press Q and we shift click on Ever Scroll, we can go into Modifier Scroll, where I can press Shift Spacebar and it will just allow us to just automatically roll through it via playback. So it's just playing back all of the things that I did as far as modifiers by enabling them one by one. But with that, we're able to get in here, get things installed, and even give it a quick test. In fact, to wrap it up, we'll press Alt X, mirror it on the X, and we could still bring back our cutters and continue to make adjustments even after the fact, despite everything hitting a point of finality. So to fix the shading, I'm just going to press Q, Alt click Sharpen, and that will put a weighted normal, basically fixing the shading. And with that, everything is good to go. Let us also test radial array. So for that, we'll test the original version, so we'll change it back to classic via opt-ins. This means that if I were to, say, cut in a shape and shift it to live, I can just press Q, go under Mesh Tools, and choose radial array. And just like that, we have a radial array around an empty. Let's go back into the modal, where we can also lower the count, and then we have this empty that we're able to, right click and adjust and move around along with the shape in order to control the final position if need be. For HardOps, we also added a newer radial array. So let's select this, let's go under radial, bring it in just a little bit, and let's try out the new radial array. So we go under opt-ins, we'll enable nodes, and from here, let's just bring it in. We'll press VV to try box cutters. Let's press V to cancel that because we are trying the HardOps version. Let's shift it to live, leaving us with the shape. We'll press Q and choose radial array. And now we see that we're able to use radial array. And this time there isn't an empty left behind because this uses a geometry node group to give us the result. And with that, we were able to get in, test radial array both ways, ensuring that it works. And it appears everything's working as supposed.